I think we're live and ready to go. Well, I want to thank you guys all for hopping on tonight. I know we haven't done one of these in a while, and so thanks for hopping on. This information-only webinar where we're going to talk a little bit about Beachbody, what we do, how we help people, and just let you learn to see if this is something that might be a fit for you. If you are a guest on the webinar tonight, just sit back and relax. Grab a notebook maybe to write down some questions, but this isn't a high pressure sales pitch or anything like that. All we're here to do is to give you information so that hopefully you can make an educated decision whether or not this is something for you or not. If you're looking to help people, love health and fitness, I think this is a great fit for that. But we'll let you decide and you be the judge. So let's jump right into the webinar and get things started. All right, so a little bit about myself in case you don't know who I am. My name is Mark Klanick, and that is my wife Jessica, and we are married. We have 3 kids, Bryce, Luke, and Olivia, 2 boys and a girl. I officiate college basketball. I do that throughout the winter, something that I love doing, and it's actually how I got started with P90X. I got introduced by a fellow official. My wife is a registered nurse here in the Cleveland area. She's been a nurse for 10 years now. Yeah, she's been a nurse for 10 years. Worked for one of the largest hospitals in the world, the Cleveland Clinic. And again, we got our start back in 2009 with P90X when I was introduced by a fellow official to this program. I was having some my own health issues, fitness issues. At the time, I was 28 years old. Felt like I was about 58. Joints were hurting, knees, back, shoulders. I just felt old. And I knew that if I wanted to improve my officiating, the level that I was officiating, the level I was working at, I was going to have to do something to make sure that I stayed in shape so that I can keep up with these kids. Because the problem with officiating is I get older, they all stay the same age. So I had to do something to stay in shape with them. So I started with P90X, and I was a little bit hesitant, a little bit leery in the beginning. Because I kind of knew what it was, and when he introduced it to me, I'm like, isn't that one of those DVDs that you do like aerobics in your living room? Like, how's that going to work? And he was like, just trust me, this thing it's the real deal. So I popped in the DVD first day. My wife and I started doing it, and I didn't make it all the way through. I almost threw up. If you've experienced P90X, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That chest and back day is a killer. But my ego got to me, as Tony told me to pace myself. I didn't. I was like, if this 50-year-old guy can do it, I can do it. And I didn't make it. Made it through about 3/4 of the way through, crashed, felt like I was going to throw up, just miserable. But at that moment, I knew that this program was the real deal and that it was something that I could get results with in my own home. Again, with 3 kids, I don't have time to be going to a gym, nor do I want to be spending the money for a gym membership, 50, 60, 70 bucks a month on a gym membership. But just the time alone, to go to the gym and then wait around at the gym, wait for machines, and then get back from the gym. There's 2-3 hours of your day gone. And at the time, having a full-time job, that just wasn't a possibility. So started doing P90X, fell in love with it, got absolutely great results, and couldn't be more pleased with the results that we've gotten. This is some of the results that my wife and I have gotten from our most recent programs that we've done. I completed Insanity the Asylum back in May of this year, or June actually, June right before our coach summit, and my wife did the Ultra Reset. Now obviously that's not, my wife has had 3 10-pound babies, gained over 50 pounds with each baby, so that wasn't post-pregnancy. That was after doing P90X and a bunch of other stuff, and she still got great results with what we call our 21-day nutrition boot camp, the Ultimate Reset. 21 days, lost a lot of bloating, and lost a little bit of weight, not a whole lot, but just completely detoxed her body and cleansed herself out. And again, those were my results from Insanity the Asylum. And I get to brag a little bit about my wife because, like I said, she was a nurse at the Cleveland Clinic. And just recently, within this past month, she has actually retired from her nursing career. We've been able to replace her full-time income that she was making as a nurse, and that was kind of the deal. If we could build up this little part-time home business gig that we had going on to be able to replace her income, that she could have the option, if she chose, to retire from nursing. And as much as she loved her job at the hospital, taking care of the little babies, taking care of some of the sickest of the sickest babies from around the world that people would fly in because they had these rare heart defects. I mean, that's where she was, in the pediatric intensive care, working with world-renowned surgeons. And as much as she loved that, she decided to take that option to stay home so that she could, do what she wanted to do, which is be the mom that she wanted to be the wife that she wanted to be, and raise our kids here at home, and do that full time. So she's taken that option, and over the past month, been a quote-unquote full-time Beachbody coach, and it's been really exciting for her, and great for us as a family to have now more time freedom to do the things that we want to do. We don't have to worry about her work schedule, and she worked a crazy schedule of, I mean, if you know any nurse, they all work crazy schedules, but she specifically worked weekends and nights. So every Friday night, every Sunday night, she was working. And so, as you can imagine, we didn't have much of a weekend hangout life with anybody, right? I mean, all the people that we talk to have regular jobs through the week, and they're off on the weekends. And so she was working on the weekends, so we really didn't do much of anything. So now it's kind of nice to have that new freedom to be able to call some people up and say, hey, what are you guys doing? It's Friday night. We can hang out now. So congratulations to her again for her awesome accomplishment. So as we go through tonight's webinar, I want you to just kind of keep one question in the back of your mind, and that is, what do you want out of life? What is it that has brought you here? The goals that you have, they may be different than the goals that I have. Are you somebody who's looking to just lose a little bit of weight, lose a lot of weight, gain energy, just feel better about yourself? Do you want to earn some extra money so that you can become debt-free, pay off credit cards, buy a new home? Do you want to have the opportunity, like my wife had, to be able to fire your boss? Do you want to be able to spend more time with your family and the people that you care about? Or are you looking to be a part of something truly meaningful and make a difference and an impact in your community and the lives of your friends and family? So keep those questions in the back of your mind as we go through everything. We're going to be talking tonight about a crisis that this country is facing. And it's a crisis that is so severe, in fact, that the Surgeon General has warned us and asked us to join her in combating this crisis. What is this crisis that I'm talking about? You've probably already guessed it. It's obesity, and it's a growing epidemic in America, and we're going to take a look at some numbers here from the Center for Disease Control over the past couple of decades, starting back in 1986 when they first started tracking this information. And as you can see in the bottom box there, the top obesity rate, and this is people who have a BMI over 30, they're more than 30 pounds overweight. The top rate was 10 to 14% for, let's count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states. 7 out of 50 states that had a top rate of 10 to 14%. A huge population of the country didn't even track this stuff because it was that much of a non-issue back then. But then we have to think, what started happening during that time period? Well, our lives started getting crazier. People started working more hours to try to make ends meet. Both husband and wife started working. We had fast food chains popping up all over the place. I grew up in a small suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. We had a population of about 20,000 people, and we had every single fast food chain that you could think of. We had that in our little city. We had McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. Actually, we had 2 McDonald's, Subway, Mr. Hero, Arby's, Wendy's. We had it all. We had it all in that little city. And that was no different than what happened across the country. And fast forward a decade, and you can see the difference that has made, where now we have over half the country in that 15 to 19% obesity ratio, and now every state is tracking this information because they're realizing that something's going on, something's changing with the quality of food, the food that we have in our country, and in our crazy lifestyles, all adding and making kind of this perfect storm, if you will, for obesity. Fast forward another decade, this is the latest information from 2010, and as you can see, it actually is mind-blowing, and I have chills right now looking at this, where you see the top rate at over 30%, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 states, something like that, in that top range. I mean, that is crazy. and a huge majority of the other states in the 25 to 29% of their population obese. You know, you look at the past 25 years, the track record is not good. You know, it's not good. And you know, there's a huge need for people who want to make a difference in the lives of others and help to combat this crisis. By 2030, it's estimated that 86% of adults will be overweight, 51% of adults will be obese, and the saddest statistic of all these is that 30% of our children will be overweight. And to me, that's the saddest one because, you know, it's not a child's fault if they're overweight. It's our responsibility as parents to make sure that we're taking care of our kids, that we're providing the best that we can for them. You know, so we really need to shoulder that burden and make sure that we do what we can to reverse this current trend of obesity, and that's our top priority, is to reverse the trend of obesity. But that's not the only crisis that the country is facing, unfortunately. Let me ask you, do you know anyone who's been affected by the economy? Maybe unemployed. I know that happened to me back in 2009. Underemployed, having to work 2 jobs just to keep up. Maybe they've had reduced hours or reduced benefits. I know I'm talking to a lot of people lately who have had their hours cut from full-time, 40 hours a week, to now 30 hours a week because of, you know, certain regulations that the government is imposing on businesses. Unfortunately, that's the actions that small businesses are taking. I actually have a friend of mine who teaches at one of the local colleges here. He teaches. He's a professor at the college. He also coaches the men's basketball team and is the athletic director. So he has a couple of roles within this college. And he was telling me that for his teaching, the teaching part of his job, he gets paid per class that he teaches. And normally he teaches 4 classes per semester, and that makes up his income. And he was telling me that this fall, because of the regulations that are being imposed, his class schedule has been reduced to now he's only teaching 1 class per semester. He's still able to coach, basketball, do the athletic director thing, but he's had his teaching income essentially cut by 75%, which is just crazy. I mean, so now, you know, he's looking for additional ways to make income. So, you know, just think about that. Do you know anybody who's in a similar situation, or maybe that's even happened to you? You know, we've all seen headlines like these, you know, the worst market in 60 years, unemployment in double digits, and sometimes, you know, depending on who you believe and what you read, you know, it doesn't even include people who have stopped looking for work, people who are working multiple part-time jobs just to try to make ends meet. And the tepid job growth is really what fuels the worry within this country. So there's a company that can help combat both these crises, and that company, in my opinion, is Beachbody. If you're not familiar with who Beachbody is, they were founded back in 1998. They're a $600 million a year company. They're the Direct Selling Associations. They won the Direct Selling Association's Rising Star Award, which means that they take care of their customers. And their mission is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. And we're going to take a look at exactly how they do that. They're the creator of 8 #1 ranked infomercials. You probably are familiar with some of these programs. Maybe you've been up late one night and you've seen some of these infomercials like P90X or Insanity or Turbo Fire or Brazil Butt Lift. You may even have some of these programs collecting dust on your shelf. You know, we talked to a lot of people that they'll order a program and they didn't even realize that it was a Beachbody program because they have so many top infomercials out there. And they have a proven system to reverse the trend of obesity, which includes fitness, nutrition, and support. We don't approach this from just one angle. We really want to provide a comprehensive solution to the problems that people are facing, and we realize that this formula of fitness, nutrition, support is what is going to give somebody success, and we do that with what we call the Beachbody Challenge. So the Beachbody Challenge, like I just mentioned, it's fitness plus nutrition plus support plus rewards. You know, we throw in a little incentive for people to lose weight and get in shape, like my friend Danny there, who won $500 with the Beachbody Challenge just for doing Power 90, exercising, working out, improving his health and fitness, submitted his results, and has won $500. Now my friend Rania there on the left, you know, she's lost close to 70 pounds now, and Irma on the right has lost, I think she's closing in on 130 pounds. Just absolutely amazing, her transformation. So let's take a look at each of these areas individually. Excuse me. Get some water. Oops. All right, so there's a program for everyone when it comes to the Beachbody Challenge. Whether you're a beginner, just starting off on your own fitness journey, or are a professional athlete, there are programs for everybody. Or maybe you're somebody who wants something that's zero impact. Or maybe you want something that, like my wife did, doesn't require any exercise, like the 21-day nutrition boot camp, the Ultimate Reset. There's a program for everybody. Whether you like dancey, weights, intense cardio, there's something for you. And there's new programs that Beachbody is coming out with all the time. T25 is one of the hottest programs right now by Shaun T. It gets it done with 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week. You are done in and out in 25 minutes. And then Les Mills Combat, which is my wife's personal favorite program. It's a mixed martial arts inspired program, and she comes out of the basement and sometimes like throws flying elbows at me. I have to calm her down sometimes. She thinks all of a sudden she's a warrior or something. But some awesome programs, and they continue to develop these world-class programs all the time. You didn't hear this here, but I heard there's a rumor that P90X3 is coming out this winter, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So just the constant, continual development of world-class programs. Then there's the nutrition side. Of course, with that, we have Shakeology. Shakeology is the healthiest meal of the day that anybody can possibly have, and it really just speaks for itself with 70 high-quality ingredients from around the world. It is a proven accelerator for weight loss that can help prevent disease with no refined sugars, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no chemicals of any kind. It's a whole food nutrition that really is a person's daily dose of dense nutrition. I don't care what anybody eats. I guarantee that Shakeology is healthier than anything anybody could possibly eat, unless you're traveling around the world and harvesting all these ingredients. Then God bless you. I don't have time for that. But it's a great source for antioxidants, protein, vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, and at about 140 calories per serving, literally the smartest calories that somebody can put in their body. And it's an incredible value. A friend of ours went out and tried to purchase everything that was in Shakeology. They went to a couple of stores and purchased just about everything. They weren't able to find all the ingredients. But the first store they went to, $460 is what they spend. $21 at the second store for a grand total of $483.12 for, again, not all the ingredients in Shakeology, and not even the quality. I mean, as you can see here in the picture, they have Hershey's chocolate, some kind of generic whey protein. So not even the same quality of ingredients, but just tried to get something comparable to show people the incredible value that Shakeology is. And then there's the support side. And the support is the coaches of Team Infinity. That's our team, and these are our coaches, coaches on our team who are just regular people, just like you, who decided that it was time to change, decided that they wanted to make a difference in their own health, their own fitness, so they decided to join a Beachbody Challenge, and now they've decided to pay that forward and help others with their own health and fitness. And of course, we talked about the rewards that Beachbody offers. Anywhere from $500 a day up to the grand prize of $100,000 just for losing weight and getting in the best shape of your life. Nothing like a little money to incentivize somebody to get in shape. So the complete solution that that comes with the Beachbody Challenge is what we call a challenge pack, a fitness challenge pack. And that includes a fitness program of your choice, Shakeology on what we call home direct, so it'll ship every single month, so you never have to worry about running out, although sometimes we run out here because everybody in our family uses it, including all three of our kids, and a 30-day trial to the Team Beachbody Club, which is a personalized meal planner for you to just punch in what your goals are, what you want to accomplish, what program you're doing, spits out a personalized meal planner that you can take right to the grocery store, print off the grocery list, take it right to the grocery store, and you have your entire meal plan for the week. Now with Beachbody, you can make some money too, and I know that's why some of you are here, to learn how you can do that. And just some quick numbers about Beachbody and what we've been able to do. Last year, over $90 million in commissions and incentives were paid. We have over 120,000 representatives. We're called coaches. And it's our goal to have 1 million coaches serving 100 million customers over the next 5 years. And that's kind of where you come in. We don't know where, how you're going to play a part, but that's the vision that we have for the growth of this company. And just to kind of dispel some myths or maybe misconceptions out there, anybody can be a coach. You don't have to be a fitness expert or a nutrition expert or even in superior physical condition from day one. You don't have to be all ripped up. Everyday people from everyday backgrounds, people that are in marketing, like my friend Chris, stay-at-home moms, like Kathy there, business, corporate executives like Joe. My friend Joe is very, very successful in his real estate business. Business owners like Tina, high school football coach, my friend Tommy there, and Michelle, who's a nurse. Just regular people, again, who have decided to pay it forward and help others with their health and fitness. And that's really all you need to have. Desire to get healthy and fit yourself, help others do the same, and that's really it. That's the requirements to become a coach. So what makes Team Beachbody unique? Well, for starters, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We were actually recently inducted into the Better Business Bureau Hall of Fame, which basically means, Beachbody takes care of their customers, they take care of their coaches. If something happens, it's a $600 million company, right? I mean, there's going to be glitches, there's going to be errors that happen in the order processing, all that stuff. It happens. As much as we love technology, when it works, when it doesn't work, it's not the greatest, right? But they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So when something happens and there's an error, they take care of it. They fix it, they make sure that it's right, and make it right with the customer. They're named the 69th fastest growing company by Entrepreneur Magazine, and they were recently featured in Success from Home magazine. The entire magazine was a write-up on Beachbody and the impact that we're having in fighting the obesity epidemic. We're the #1 fitness infomercial company in America, and I would even say the world. We spend $140 million a year in advertising every single year. And what that does is that creates a huge name brand recognition. I guarantee if you walk down the street right now and ask 10 people if they've heard of P90X, I'm pretty sure 8 or 9 out of 10 people are going to say, yeah, they've either heard of it or tried it or their friends tried it or they've done it. They've completed it. And that huge name brand recognition creates up to 75,000 new customers every single week that purchase a Beachbody program. The Team Beachbody business opportunity is different than anything you've ever seen as well. Team Beachbody actually gives you paying customers and the commissions on future orders. So when somebody goes to beachbody.com or maybe they order off the infomercial, they assign those customers to qualified coaches because, believe it or not, Beachbody's goal is not to just sell DVDs. That's not their goal. Their goal is to get people to actually use the DVDs. So if they know that if they assign them to a coach who has been through the programs, is involved with their business, and wants to help people, that they're more likely to have that success. Team Beachbody also gives you personalized websites so you can sell all of Beachbody's products through those, and they also handle all of Beachbody's, all the product orders, all the shipping, returns, customer service. Beachbody takes care of all that stuff. You don't have to worry about processing orders and getting them in and then hand delivering them everywhere. Beachbody takes care of all that stuff for you. So how do you actually build a business? Well, the easiest way that we found is with what we call Beachbody Challenge. And again, fitness, nutrition, support. And it really starts with a simple invite. Who do you know who'd like to take the Beachbody Challenge? We're doing this fitness group, this fitness challenge. Would you like some info about it? That's really all we do. So we invite people to a challenge group. We show people how to run a challenge group, and around it goes. And we just keep repeating the same thing over and over. It's a system for success. You invite people to take the challenge. They do their challenge. You show them how to start their own challenge, how to run their own group. You lather, rinse, repeat over and over and over consistently over the long term. Now, how do you make money with Beachbody? Commissions from customer orders is the first way. As a coach, you can earn anywhere from $50 to $100, $105 for every challenge pack that you sell. Again, challenge pack is a fitness program plus Shakeology plus that club membership. You also earn anywhere from 15 to 25% on all other products. So let's say they go in, they're doing P90X or they're doing T25 or Insanity, and they order a recovery drink, or they order protein bars, or they order fish oil or multivitamins or energy and endurance. You're going to earn 15 to 25% on every single order that's placed. You also have the opportunity for team volume cycle bonuses. What this means is you earn a bonus on all the purchases made by all the coaches and all of their customers in your entire organization for infinity. Okay, that is one of the best parts about this opportunity is that you're essentially in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. You can build a team of people so that you can leverage your time to earn additional income. And there are other bonus and commission opportunities as well. I'm not going to bore you with all the details of those, but just trust me, there's a lot of incentives that Beachbody has for you to make money. So how do you earn with the Beachbody challenge groups? So here's a quick example for all our detail-oriented numbers people out there. We're going to take a quick example of finding just 5 people every single month to join you in a fitness challenge. So as you can see, month 1, you're going to find 5 people. And we're going to use an example of Insanity, P90X. Those are some of the popular programs, obviously. For every one of those challenge packs, you're going to earn $70. So you go out, you find 5 people that want to do a challenge with you. There's $350 that first month. Month 2, you're still working. You're still growing your business. You're going to do the exact same thing. So what happens? You earn another $350, but you also earn a residual income from that month one group, those first initial 5. You earn a residual income from their Shakeology purchases because they're continuing on with their challenge, right? They're not stopping. So they continue to order Shakeology. You get a residual income for their orders again. Month 3, you do the exact same thing. Again, lather, rinse, repeat. You find 5 more people. You earn that $350 again. Now you have 2 months worth of residual income. Now you can see your total is up to almost $630 for month 3. And all you're doing is the same thing, finding just 5 people to join you every single month. Month 4, 5, 6. So as you can see, up to 6 months out, now you have $1,000 that's coming in. The $350 plus $700 in residual income. Income that's coming in from work that you did 6 months ago is still coming in. And trust me, that's exactly how it works. People, they fall in love with these programs, they fall in love with the products because they give them real results. We're not selling fad gimmicks here. We're not selling a belt that you strap on that's going to give you a 6-pack in 3 minutes a day while you sit on your couch and eat Lay's potato chips. We're selling results. And when people see that and they get that feeling of accomplishment and they get that sense of that they can do something like this and they're seeing results and they have more energy, they don't want to stop. They want to just keep going. And then what happens is you teach them how to do the same thing. How to find 5 people of their own. So you build a team that duplicates. So you have that same income from those challenge packs, but now you're also receiving those team bonuses. And those team bonuses can add up quickly. And this is, again, just showing a couple of people to do the same thing that you're doing, which is maybe pointing them to this webinar, maybe sending them a couple of videos explaining what the Beachbody challenge is, just pointing them to information and letting them decide if they want to join your challenge group or not. And as you can see, if you build a team that duplicates, now you almost double your income by leveraging your time and efforts by building a team of coaches to do the exact same thing that you're doing. Now, how much money will you make? You're probably thinking, how much money am I going to make at this thing? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no clue how much you're going to make because the reality is that with this opportunity, it's an opportunity. It's not a guarantee. We're not trading dollars for hours. This is an opportunity to make of it what you will. So you'll get paid based on your own efforts. They say that's the best and worst part of this business, right? The best part is that you get paid what you're worth. The worst part is you get paid what you're worth. So if you don't work, you're not going to get paid. And I guarantee you, if you have a job, if you decide to not show up for a week or 2 weeks or a month, I'm pretty sure you're not going to get paid there either. So you will get paid based on your own efforts. So this is just an example of how much you can earn, which is what we can talk about. The 2012 audited coach earning statements from last year, the coach ranks, those are just different. As you grow your team, those are different ranks that you will get promoted to as you grow your business. So you can see that the average part-timer, which is the coach Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, that's the average part-timer. On average, makes a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 a month part-time. Part-time basis, we're talking 7 to 10, maybe 15 hours per week on a part-time basis. Again, my wife has been working this part-time for 2.5 years and been able to build that income slowly to be able to replace a full-time nursing income. The Star Diamond coach, which is typically your full-time coaches, on average make about $90,000 every single, $90,000 per year, with the high earner of 1.6 million. So I don't know if you can be average. You can see what your future potentially holds, again, based on your efforts and your skills and your willingness to learn and grow and be coachable, and follow the system that's in place. We have a system for success that works. The only variable in that is if you're willing to follow that and learn from people who have blazed the trail before you. You don't have to go reinventing the wheel here. The path is already set. It's just up to you to put in the effort. And Beachbody rewards their coaches too. So not only do we get paid commissions, not only do we get paid bonuses, we get the opportunity to earn free vacations and other awesome prizes through their incentive program. My wife and I have had the opportunity to win 6 trips now through Beachbody. Let's see, we've been to Atlantis, the Bahamas. That's where this picture is taken. We've been to Disney World, 5 or 6 days. I can't remember what we were there for. At the Disney Yacht Club, which is amazing. Again, places that I would never stay. In Atlantis, we stayed at the Reef Hotel. There's the Atlantis, Reef, and the Cove. Cove is the top-notch one. Reef is like the middle one. Still, we looked it up. It was like $500 or $600 per night to stay at this place. Crazy. I would never pay that. So we stayed at the Reef Hotel for 5 nights there, I think it was. Just absolutely amazing time. We've won trips to Dana Point, California, which we're headed back out to in September. Laguna Beach out there for 5 nights, I think we're out there for. And we've also we've already qualified for next year's trip, which is a cruise to the Bahamas, or I don't know, somewhere warm, somewhere sunny, somewhere tropical, somewhere that does not look like Lake Erie in Cleveland, Ohio. That's all I know. So you have some awesome incentives for just going out and helping people. There's nothing magical. There's nothing magical to what we do. We just go out and help people that want to be helped. Coaches also get a 25% discount on everything they purchase. They also have the opportunity to obviously work from home with great tax benefits, the opportunity to earn a limitless income based on your own efforts, and the opportunity to work out with celebrity trainers. We've had the opportunity to work out with Tony Horton, Shaun T, Shalene, the Dan and Rach from Combat. It's just an awesome, fun experience. You have a blast doing it. You're working out. I think there was like 6,000 or 7,000 people in Las Vegas this year at the annual Coach Summit, all working out in the desert. It's hot. We worked out early, so it didn't get too hot, but it was still hot by the time we were done. It's just an awesome time and an awesome experience. So how do you get started? Well, it's pretty simple. The first thing you do is you pick out your challenge pack. The challenge packs are the same price. It doesn't matter if you want to just be a customer or you want to become a coach. They're the exact same price either way. When you decide to upgrade to the coach account, you also get the Coach Starter Kit, Coach Toolkit, which is a $40 value for free. Starting in your second month as a coach, it's $16 per month as your business service fees, which takes care of the websites that Beachbody provides you and all the customer service, and that starts in your second month. And then just like all the fitness programs that Beachbody has, they also have a 30-day money-back guarantee on the business opportunity as well. So you can get started, kind of kick the tires a little bit, see if this thing's for you, and maybe something happens and it's not for you. Send the stuff back and get your money back. We're not trying to get anybody. We're not trying to get $140 off of somebody. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to give you an opportunity to do something different with your life, whether that's to make some extra money or completely change your family tree. That option's up to you. So let me ask you, would an extra residual income make a difference in your life? Would an extra 100 a week, 500 a week, 1,000 or a couple thousand a week make a difference in your life? It has for many, many people that work their Beachbody business. And is what you're doing now getting you what you truly want out of life? Whether that's to lose weight, have more time with your family, fire your boss, be part of something meaningful. Is what you're doing now truly getting you what you want out of life? Ask yourself. And if it's not, then the only way you're going to get something different is by doing something different. I hate to break it to you, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So the only way you're going to get something different is by doing something different. So I would encourage you not to wait, to take the next steps right now, to contact the coach who invited you here and let them know where you stand. Let them know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. A number 1 person would be somebody who, you just want to work on yourself right now, just want to maybe get started with a fitness challenge, just as a customer, and that's totally cool. We're not here to judge where you get started. We're just here to help you get started with whatever's right for you. So maybe you just want to lose weight, feel better about yourself right now, and want to get started as a customer. Let that person know. Maybe you want to get started as just a discount coach to take advantage of the 25% discount. That's totally cool. Or maybe you want to earn some extra money, some residual income, and be able to save money for vacations, pay off debt, and you're number 3. So you're a 1 as a customer, 2 would be the discount coach, 3 would be a coach that really sees the opportunity that's at hand here and the potential to be able to really change your life. So let the person know who invited you here, if you're a 1, 2, or 3, and today is the day to get started. Don't wait, especially if you're a number 3 coach, you're seeing the opportunity here. I would encourage you to get started as quickly as possible. We actually have an upcoming Coach Basics group that we do every single month. It's going to be starting next week. So now would be a great time to get going so that you can jump right in and start learning exactly what we do and what we've done over the past 2.5 years to be able to replace 2 full-time incomes. So that's it for tonight. I want to thank you again for hopping on this webinar and taking time out of your night to just learn more about what we do and see if this is something that might be for you or not. So thanks again, and if anybody has any questions, I'll hang out here for about 2 more minutes. You can type in the chat box, and unless people have been answering questions, I haven't really been paying attention here. Looks like we have people connecting, people that are becoming friends. Awesome. All right. I believe I recorded it. Hopefully it worked. Sometimes it doesn't record. So, you gotta love technology sometimes. I do my best to do it, but sometimes it doesn't cooperate. I'm just lucky and glad when you guys can actually hear me. That's usually the first thing I'm worried about. All right, awesome. All right, well, if we don't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for tonight. Again, if you have questions that maybe you're just forgetting to ask right now, contact the person who invited you here. How long did it take for you to get to an active? How long did it take to get to an active coach? I'm not sure I understand that question, Karen. How long did it take? Oh, yes. Yeah. And actually, I didn't even touch on that, which I probably should have. Yeah, as far as the 1, 2, 3 that we talked about at the end, both my wife and I were discount coaches for about 18 months. We just enjoyed our Shakeology at 25% off, the recovery drink, protein bars. Every once in a while, people would ask us, about P90X just because they knew we were doing it, and so we'd send them to our website, but we weren't actively pursuing the business side. We had jobs, what we thought were quote-unquote stable jobs. And so we were just discount coaches for about 18 months. And then finally, in 2011, started really, January 2011, January, February, March, somewhere in there, it kind of clicked. We attended an event, started learning more, plugging into some of the local events, training things, and that's when it really started clicking for us. And learned about some of these incentives that Beachbody has, and decided to go after them. I can remember still to this day seeing people come back from the rewards trip. So that would have been the rewards trip of 2010, because they went in 2011, and they went on a cruise that year. And I didn't know what the rewards trip was the next year, but I remember posting on somebody's picture and saying, I'll be on that trip next year. And sure enough, it was to Atlantis, and we were on the trip. You know, we both Jessica and I qualified for that, and like I said, had an experience that we would have never had we had to pay for that trip. We would have never had the exact same experience. I mean, dinner with dolphins floating around, swimming around us, and you know, private little like tiki dance things going on. It was awesome. You know, Beachbody, when they do their events, they do their events right. They don't hold back. So thanks for asking. All right. All right, cool. You're welcome. All right, well, thanks again, everybody, for hopping on. If there's no other questions, I'll let you guys go. And, you know, again, if you're serious about getting started with this, I look forward to working with you. You know, look forward to helping you achieve your goals, whether that's to improve your health, improve your fitness, make some money, or combination of all three. I look forward to meeting you and working with you as best we can. So have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will talk to you next time.